guys! Welcome to another pick a card reading here on my YouTube channel, Into the Light. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and being here today. So, today's pick a card reading is all about your wedding day. So what's going to happen on your wedding day? What will it be like? How will you be feeling that day? And how will your spouse treat you that day? So, we're going to get into all of that. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile 1 with the lapis lazuli, pile 2 with the sunstone crystal, and pile 3 with the amethyst crystal. So those are your 3 piles to choose from today. Think about the question, what will my wedding day be like? And without further ado, I'm going to get started with pile 1 with the lapis lazuli. Let's go! Alright, so if you have chosen pile 1 with the lapis lazuli, you found your way to your reading. So what will your wedding day be like? Let's figure it out. We have no place like home, all that glitters, okay, then we have the fates, the 4th house, North Node, the 6th house, we have holding together, and then we have discipline. All right. And then lastly, we have Watchtower of the West, autumn. Okay, so what will your wedding day be like? What's going to happen? What will be going down? So I feel like you guys are going to have a very cozy wedding. Like, it's going to make your guests feel really comfortable, and it's going to make you feel really comfortable, and all of your family members are going to be there. Like, even the family members that can't make it will even send you a video or a message from afar, but definitely all of your close family members will be there. You're going to have a lot of support from your family as well when it comes to funding this wedding, and they're going to make sure that you feel really comfortable with everything that you have and that you get the best end of the stick, okay? As well, with no place like home here, like I feel like you guys are going to have a kind of image in your mind of what you want your wedding to look like, and that's kind of something that you've thought of for a really long time, you know, since you were like a kid. Even if not your whole wedding of how you pictured as a child is the same, but some elements of it you will have in your wedding. With all that glitters, like even though this is a comfortable kind of close knit kind of wedding, you're still going to have really beautiful pieces. Like I feel like the venue will be very green, I feel, or just very like comfortable. Like the venue might be a little bit small, or just, you know, just I'm seeing like brick walls. There might be like brick walls, or you might have a wedding that has a lot of greenery, but you're going to be having a lot of beautiful centerpieces here. Like, people might even try and take your centerpieces home. I'm being so honest, okay? Even with this no place like home, it kind of looks like a centerpiece here. So you're going to have really nice accents, a lot of nice decor in your wedding. As well, I feel like you're going to use like fairy lights, like little star lights that you're going to put everywhere. You might even have like candles, just something very bright that grabs the attention of people, which, you know, the centerpiece is one of the biggest things that grabs, you know, your guest attention. With the fates, I do see you marrying your soulmate, marrying your best friend that is also your lover, you know, feeling really happy that you ended up marrying somebody like this, okay? You ended up with your person. As well, again, with that aspect of comfort, she's like holding herself, hugging herself. When it comes to like wedding dresses, I feel like you're going to have like a princess dress or something that's like tight and then flares out a bit, or is like a mermaid dress, if you or wearing a dress, or for your wife, if your wife wants to wear a dress, okay? For the husband, I feel like they're gonna wear like a black suit, okay? Something a little bit traditional, right? So I guess usually the men will wear like a black suit. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you may also like take your mother's wedding dress, okay? Or your mother will be very active in choosing your dress and actually helping you with finding venues and stuff. Like you're going to have a lot of support from your mother or just from one of your parents, okay? With the North Node, like this is like luck, like this is success. So definitely you're going to get lots of beautiful, I feel like you're going to have really nice favors too to give to your guests. Like those little parts, those little things in the wedding that, people think of, you're just going to go over above with it. Like your centerpieces, your favors. Um, as well, I feel like people are going to walk in and be like, whoa, this is beautiful. Like this looks like a fairy tale. Even though it's like close knit and very comfortable, like it's kind of like a fairy tale type wedding. What I'm kind of picturing is like kind of like an industrial building, or even like something like a farmhouse, like a barn type kind of wedding. Look these up. Also, I'm seeing like a wedding that is like in like a wood kind of area, like the house or the venue is like wood, like there's exposed wood, kind of like a rustic comfy wedding, right? Something that just makes everyone feel really at home. And I feel like all your guests will be like talking with each other and everything's going to be fine. Like you're not going to have to worry about um, anything going downhill. You're not going to have to worry about like, missing payments or things breaking. Like this is going to be like perfect. Like everything's going to go as planned. With the sixth house, I feel like as well your food is going to be so delicious. Like um, I feel like with just how this looks, you might even have like a buffet wedding, like a buffet dinner. But as well, like your guests are just going to feel so comfortable. They're going to feel so good. Like they're going to feel treated good. Like you might have games or prizes, whatever. Even the music, like everyone's going to be like dancing together, right? Everyone's going to feel very happy in that energy. I feel like your spouse as well is going to kind of take the lead. So you're going to tell your spouse about what you want, and your spouse is going to go out and look for it, right? Like definitely you want to like go and try cakes and everything together, which also your cake is going to be really nice. It's another aspect of the wedding that's going to be really beautiful. Um, but yeah, your spouse is going to help you with finding people to talk to. Like if you're somebody that doesn't really like to talk on the phone, like your spouse is going to do that. Your spouse will be sending the emails, sending in the deposits, the checks, and you're always going to get that. They're always going to ask you for like a go, for a yes. Okay. And again, with the holding together, like all of this, you're gonna have a very comfortable wedding. And even if you feel like you don't have enough funds to cover something, your family is going to be there to help you. Like there's a lot of teamwork going on with this wedding. And I feel like as well, when it comes to setting up the venue, um, your family's going to help out a lot with that. As well, I'm feeling like you guys can have a backyard wedding. It could be a backyard of one of your family members, or it can be like a backyard wedding of like, I don't know, like a mansion or something like that. Some people do that. Okay. And I feel like a lot of people in the family will be participating in giving money for the wedding, right? And I feel like this wedding is going to go all night. Okay. Like people are going to be dancing all night. With discipline here, like this is like your spouse here that's, taking charge of, making sure the deposits are going in. And as well, I feel like for some of you, if you feel like, you can put your finances there, you will be having wedding planners that will be taking all the authority and discipline. Or you might have like maybe if you have like an older sibling or just someone like an aunt that you like really, really trust, they're also going to be helping with making sure everything's going well, like planning, okay? And then lastly, we have Watchtower of the West. So you might be getting married on in the west of somewhere, the west of where you are. You might be getting married in autumn and fall. Again, with this sixth house here, it looks like a harvest, right? And you know, you harvest your vegetables and fruit before wedding. So, I mean, before winter. So I feel like your wedding is going to be in autumn here as well. Okay. There's a lot of passion, a lot of love between you and your spouse. And I feel like because everybody sees this, they want the best for both of you. They want there to be success. They want everything to go as planned, right? Everyone is going to, even if people might not like each other, like they're not going to start arguing or fight or anything at that wedding. Like everything's going to go smoothly. Like everyone's going to cooperate with each other, all right? Because it's all about you. So that's what I got for you guys that chose pile 1 with the lapis lazuli. If you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. Hey you guys, so if you have chosen the sunstone crystal, you found your way to your reading. So what will your wedding day be like? What will happen? What's going to go down? Let's figure that out. Okay, so we have Imagine, Serendipity, we have Here and Now, the first house. Okay. Next we have the 8th house, Scorpio, Prosperity. Okay. Then we have the Wanderer, okay, and then lastly we have Lord/God masculine. All right, so what will your wedding day be like? Okay, definitely you're going to have the wedding of your dreams. Like, I feel like you've been really excited about, having that wedding one day, and you've probably even been planning on how to make this wedding happen, like what it will look like, what do you want the venue to look like. You might be somebody that has like Pinterest or like a vision board about your wedding, or you just have all those ideas in your mind and you know like what you want your wedding to look like to the very like littlest detail, because I feel like you've been thinking about this for a long time. With the Imagine and the Serendipity, like both cards here, you can see like them being lifted and taken away, right? So it's like this wedding is going to be like a breeze, it's going to be like everything is going as planned. Like you're not going to feel like heavy, you're not going to feel too stressed. You're going to know what you want, and that's what's also going to make it easier to plan this wedding because you already have so many ideas in mind. Okay? I also feel like for your wedding, this is going to be like a very green wedding, lots of plants, lots of flowers if you like flowers, but seeing lots of plants, lots of greenery. You can be having a backyard wedding or a rustic type wedding. For some of you, it can be a little bit traditional, okay, depending on how much aspects of traditional parts you want to bring into your life. But yeah, I see like you guys are going to have a lot of good luck with this wedding. You're going to have a lot of beautiful decor. I feel like if you're going to wear a dress, your dress is going to be like gorgeous. I feel like a lot of people are going to be helping you as well. I feel like maybe your parents or your spouse's parents is going to really help with funding of this wedding. All right. For some of you, like with this here and now card, kind of just what I'm picking up is like, yes, you're also going to not have to feel too stressed out. Like there's going to be like a lot of weight lifted off of you. I feel like for some of you, you might even have a wedding planner, but like see how she's just like patiently sitting here. I feel like definitely your spouse is going to take a big role in helping with this wedding and making sure everything's going as planned. And they're going to ask you for your opinions on things, but they're going to work really hard to make sure you get everything that you want. And for some of you, because this is an egg and it kind of reminds me of nesting, some of you may be like pregnant during your wedding day, or you might find out that you are, or after your wedding day, like honeymoon, you might get pregnant. Just because of that there, all right? Even with the first house, like everyone's gonna have their eyes on you, especially like again with this, like both of them rising. It's like you kind of just rise above everyone on your wedding day because you know you're just gonna look so beautiful and everyone's gonna want to take pictures with you of you. Okay, all your desires are gonna be fulfilled. I feel like this day, a lot of people are going to like everyone knows that you're very good looking and you're very attractive, but like on your wedding day, everyone's going to be like, wow, like you are truly beautiful. Like you are gorgeous, you know? For some of you, you might want to have like a masquerade type wedding. Or during your wedding, you might have like a photo booth where you guys put on these like masks and stuff. A photo booth at a wedding would be so cool. I wonder if like people do that. Because I know people do that for like parties, but like at a wedding, that'd be such a good idea. But yeah, you might have a photo booth at your wedding. With the eighth house again here. Definitely I'm seeing like you getting help from, you know, other people, your family. All right. This wedding is going to be a major change in your life. I feel like for some of you that maybe you never really thought, like you've always wanted to get married and you've always thought that one day you'd be married, but it's like the day that you're getting married is going to be like a big like whoa like moment for you, a big shift. Okay. And I feel like you're going to also step into some of your own power too on this day. Like you're going to increase in the way that you feel about yourself. You're just going to be very content with yourself. You're going to kind of feel like, okay, I did it. Like I reached a milestone, right? I feel like as well, you might even have like birds at your wedding. Yeah. With the Scorpio, you might be a water sign or your partner might be a water sign. All right. But I feel like there's the mysteries of life shown here and then the secrets of. So I feel like on your wedding day, you're also going to receive like a big gift of some kind. It could even be like your wedding band, like you might receive a wedding band that has like a lot of diamonds in it. I don't know. There's just like a big gift, like a secret that's kind of being hidden from you until your wedding day, and you're going to get it and you're going to be like, whoa, this is amazing. But how much was this? Like, this looks expensive, you know? But yeah, again, like you're going to feel really in your power. Like you're going to feel really powerful that day. And I feel like as well, like as I was saying, your spouse is going to take a lead here. Like, I don't know, with the masculine here, Lord God, like under the Scorpio card, and as well it says control the situation. So I feel like anything that happened, your spouse will be on it like right away. Especially if like they notice like someone being a little too weird or something. I don't know. Like if somebody was like your spouse is gonna go full bodyguard, you know, if somebody's there that shouldn't be there, or someone that's there that gets a little too drunk, like your spouse is gonna be like, no, you need some water. Okay. Um yeah. I feel like as well, like your your parents or your spouse's parents or both really, or even your grandparents, like there's going to be a lot of prayer for you and for your spouse to have a very long, loving marriage, you know, happy marriage, okay? Lots of love here. There's a lot of warmth as well at your wedding. Like you're going to feel very close with your family and friends, okay? You're going to have a very beautiful wedding. I feel like you guys are going to be like pretty successful, have a lot of like good fortune, have a lot of wealth, both you and your spouse. So you'll be able to have this literally like dream wedding you could ever dream of, and like be able to do everything in your own way, like be able to have everything that you want. Like if you are like, you know what, I want a bouncy castle with a snow cone machine, your spouse would be like, okay, let's do it. Like anything that you want, you will get it. And even if your wedding ends up like being not as traditional, you know, it's gonna have your own fling, like your own look on it, and it's gonna like make people feel like, wow, like weddings don't usually have all these things, but why don't they? You know, especially like I was saying, like your wedding might have a photo booth. People are gonna be like, wait, why didn't I think of that? You know. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of wealth to be able to splurge, right? As well, I'm picking up that you guys might have like multiple cakes, multiple desserts. And I feel like as well, like your food might be fancy too, right? I feel like as well, like you might have like a dessert buffet, like a lot of desserts. All right, so we have the Wanderer. For some of you, I feel like maybe you will be traveling. Like this will be a destination wedding again with like these two kind of flying away. This might be a destination wedding, or like this can just be a sign that maybe one of your surprises, I don't want to ruin it, but maybe your big surprise is that you're going to get your honeymoon paid for, right? As well with this, broadening your horizons, I feel like again, like you're going to have a wedding that's a little bit different than, you know, other people would think a wedding would be like. You know, you might just have different aspects in it. Okay. And I feel like maybe as well, like your ceremony versus the reception, your guests might have to travel a little bit in between both destinations. I feel like you might have like some kind of like party bus or something to help your guests travel. Okay, and again, like lastly, I already spoke about it a whole bunch, but yeah, I feel like your spouse is gonna have very very big role, like leadership role for your wedding and making sure everything is going good. And you don't have to worry your pretty little head about any situation. I feel like there's going to be a lot of music too, and you might even have a live band. So that might be cool. So that's what I got for you guys that chose pile 2. If you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. Hey you guys, so if you have chosen the third pile with the amethyst crystal, you found your way to your reading. So what will your wedding day be like? What's going to go down? Let's figure it out. So first we have message in a bottle, breathe, blessed, Capricorn, the 7th house, Virgo, darkening of the light, threading, and we also have water, cleansing. Okay, so first of all, since it's here, everywhere, here, and here, you guys might be having your wedding on a body of water, maybe on a boat, maybe in front of a body of water. Wherever you're going to be, there's going to be a lot of water, like a big body of water, maybe even like a river or a pond or a fountain. Water is very like throwing itself out here through these cards, like that's a big part. Okay. So we have two signs here, Capricorn and Virgo. So you might be an earth sign, your partner might be an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising, or have this in their Venus. Okay, especially with this partners in the middle. Like maybe you and your partner have like just compatible signs or opposing signs. I don't know. Something. You'll know. Okay. All right, so with message in a bottle, I feel like you're going to have a very small kind of wedding, like maybe about like 30 to 50 people, maybe, because like a few people are going to get the invitation. And I feel like for some of you, like you might even like not even want to do the whole like mailing invitations, but sending a call to people if you want to, or sending out like cards, like you know when you send cards online to people, like I feel like you're going to be doing that. But definitely with message in a bottle, like this is something that I see like only one or a few people are going to see this message in this bottle, right? So yeah, you might even have a destination wedding too, like in a tropical place, tropical area, or your honeymoon will be like that. With breathe, I do see you needing to remain calm as well during your wedding, needing to kind of be in a more peaceful mind state. I feel like the wedding might be a little bit stressful for you, or just things leading up to that. So it's about kind of remaining grounded and calm. All right. I feel like you're going to have to, or you might like go to the spa before your wedding too. Like maybe it's been like really stressful planning. Because with the other two groups, like I really felt like they had help support with planning their wedding with like family or like a wedding planner. But I feel with this group, you're going to want to do this kind of on your own, kind of more low key, maybe just you and your partner doing it, or even like one of your parents or two of your parents. But really this is just you and your partner doing it, which is not like bad, you know. Like I went to a wedding where just the people getting married really put money to their wedding and planned the whole thing themselves. So that might also be a thing here. Okay. And I feel like this is a very kind of low-key wedding, but very comfortable and something that is close to your heart, right? I feel like as well you're going to be practicing a lot of gratitude, being really happy for where you are, connecting with spirit too, and connecting with yourself, right? And taking those moments to, I feel like you're going to be taking those moments to kind of appreciate, you know, before you get married, appreciate where you are right now, appreciate the life that you had before being married, you know, kind of just reflecting, looking back, kind of feeling like nostalgia on your wedding day. I feel like for some of you as well, you're just going to need to, I don't know, maybe take a lot of breaks to breathe. Maybe even like just go shower a lot. Okay, if you have like a hot tub in your hotel, you're going to like go to the hot tub, go to the pool. All right. But I feel like as well with that blessed card, you're going to have kind of more of a traditional wedding, or you might like ask your parents or one of your parents to give like a blessing, to give a prayer. All right. With Capricorn here. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be focusing on a lot of planning when it comes to this wedding, like kind of on your own, as I was saying. You might kind of run into something where it's like there's some sort of rule that you wanted to do something a certain way or have something a certain way, but there's a rule of the venue or whatever that doesn't allow it. So you might have to figure out a way to go around it, like move around it. Okay. Especially with that, your goals, the day to day reality of use the most business like way. It's like you have some sort of goal in your mind something that you've always wanted to do or have, right? But then like the reality of it is like you can't do it. Maybe it's this the day that you're getting married too that doesn't allow for something. Or you know how some venues like they'll be like, oh, Fridays you can have 100 people, but Saturdays you can have 150 people, you know, just depending on the day. And you're just going to be really classy about it. You're going to be like really chill about it, really calm. Okay. And find another way to achieve this. Yeah, and then with the seventh house, balance, cooperation, your partner. So I feel like, yeah, definitely you and your partner are going to be definitely doing a lot for this wedding together. I feel like you're going to get a lot of fair deals as well with prices. Um, I feel like if that thing is about you having a wedding on a Friday or whatever day compared to the other day, maybe this day, even though you can't do something on this day, like say it's like, oh, you can't have fireworks on this day, right? At least on this day, you can have a cheaper food menu, right? So kind of looking at the positives of it. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to really love your wedding, how it turns out, right? I feel like some people might even want to like take some like decor pieces. Like the flowers are going to be very nice, like the greenery. Okay, so some people might be like, hey, can I take those flowers home with me, you know? And I feel like a lot of people are going to be gifting you a lot of big gifts that you didn't really think of getting, you know? You've just been focusing so much on the wedding that you really didn't think about the gifts. So I feel like a lot of people are going to be giving you like nice gifts. Okay, with Virgo here, I feel like you're going to really get to the details of things, right? And I feel like in your head, it's like, I want things to go this way, I want things to be like this. So you're definitely going to need to spend time kind of breathing and actually acknowledging with yourself that even though you want these things so badly, you also have to be grateful of what you do have, what has been given to you, right? And I feel like the big thing too is like you want your guests to feel like everything looks really good. You want like a good like approval from your guests, approval from your family. So that's why you're kind of trying to perfect things, all right? Especially with that the serving of others. Okay. And yeah, again, resulting from the perfectionism. So maybe you guys are a little bit of perfectionist. So like if something isn't going right or something doesn't look good, you'll get upset. But that's also probably why you're mostly planning this wedding by yourself, because you know what you like and you know how you want things done, where things should be, okay? With the darkening of the light, yeah, again with the look inward first, maintaining a low profile, caution and moderation. Yeah, so I feel like you guys are going to really be taking care of yourselves, remaining calm, okay? And I feel like you're going to really think about your decisions before you act on them. I feel like you're going to be like double checking, making sure that, you know, your alarm clock is set so you can go to cake tasting and making sure whatever is good. But as well, I feel like you're not going to get too many people involved with this wedding, right? As well, like as I was saying earlier, like this might be a smaller wedding. Okay. And I feel like you might have a wedding at night as well. Or the wedding will just go into the night. Like it might be an evening to night wedding, like or early morning wedding. Okay. Again with that body of water. Yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna be very careful about what you do. Again with the proceed with caution. Caution and sensitivity, and then you have caution and moderation. I also feel like maybe you're going to have to be cautious about food too. Maybe you're allergic to something, or your partner is allergic to something, right? Something that causes sensitivity. Maybe you guys might have more natural lighting for your wedding. Like, and that's why you might want to do it at night, because these two cards have the night here, like the moon. You might want to do it later at night so you can have natural candlelit wedding, you know, or like fairy lights, things like that. Okay. And act responsibly is down here too. So I feel like there might be like a lot of drinking at the wedding, but you're going to have someone, maybe like a bartender or whatever, to make sure that, you know, people are being responsible and not going home while under influence. Okay? Yeah. I feel like as well, I don't know why I'm getting that feeling, but like the maid of honor is going to really help with getting people in place, like tell people to correct their behavior if they're acting up, you know? Okay? Someone's going to be in charge of that at least, right? So you enjoy your wedding, right? So like up to the wedding, it's all about you, what you want to do, how you're planning it. But during the wedding, you are going to have like a maid of honor or like a parent that's really going to help with making sure everything's going well. Like even like an MC, you know, someone that helps with the wedding, with the steps of what time you're going to eat, what time you're going to play this game, what time are you going to dance, what time, whatever. But yeah, again, like I feel like you, even after the wedding, you're also going to be going to the spa for the rest of the week to just kind of cleanse and rejuvenate. I feel like you and your partner may even like go somewhere where there's like a big waterfall and have like a nice time there. Okay, and I feel like as well from the stress of the wedding, you're going to be able to unwind together. There's going to be a lot of, because of all the water just rushing like everywhere too, it's like there is a lot of love between you and your spouse. And it's like because of the stress of the wedding, you guys might have to find more ways to cooperate and compromise with each other. And because you guys love each other so much, it's going to be easy to do that, even though this is like a stressful situation and a stressful thing to do. Okay. And I feel like when you guys are together, like there's going to be moments where your spouse is just going to hold you and like hold your hand and keep you calm as well. All right. I do see that you guys are going to have like a dance for your wedding. You might be like, oh, I don't even know how to dance. But I feel like you might have some sort of performance with your spouse for your guest. Or you might even do that thing where like, I know at some weddings you like sit on a chair and then you take off like the spouse goes under the dress and takes off that like lace band thing. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry guys. But yeah, I feel like there's some kind of performance you're going to do in front of your guests with your spouse here. Okay? So that's what I got for you guys that chose pile 3 with the amethyst crystal. If you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now.